I'm Amanda Jane, and this is my Jikiden Reiki site. So I'm going to tell you a few things that stand out for me about Jikiden Reiki. Firstly, the simplicity. There's nothing that's been added to this, so it maintains its original simplicity. And I think because of that, there's a real depth of connection and groundedness that I can feel in it. Second, it comes from more than 65 years of treatment experience. Now, my teacher, Kyoko Yamaguchi, learned from Hayashi Sensei, who was one of the original 20 teachers that Usui taught. She and her family treated all of their lives. On a daily basis they were treating, and this really gave them a wealth of experience. Third, its effectiveness. Traditionally, Reiki was used for a huge variety of sicknesses and symptoms and conditions. So minor things such as colds and flus, through to very serious conditions. In fact, Kyoko Sensei's brother and her aunt both contracted tuberculosis, and even though it was a fatal disease in those days, they treated it using only Reiki and both made a full recovery. That's just one example. There are a huge number of examples of how Reiki was successfully used. And actually the Japanese Navy also adopted Reiki, and they used it on their ships because it was so effective for first aid. And that's something that I love too today. Using it for first aid is quite incredible. Fourth, the concept of byosen. Now, byosen is the Japanese word for toxins that gather inside the body. And they gather in certain areas. And if they're left to accumulate more and more, what happens is they eventually can cause illness. Jikiden Reiki practitioners learn about the different sensations in their hands and what those sensations are telling them about the toxins in the body. And so this tells them where to place their hands on the body and for how long to keep them there. Practitioners can know if there is a small amount of toxins or a large amount of toxins, and if those toxins are temporary or more longer lasting as well. And this is something that Kyoko Sensei felt was really the basis of Reiki treatment. Now, the fifth thing that I love about Jikiden Reiki is that it's very practical and very easy to use. In the workshops, students learn solid, understandable theory and have a great deal of practice opportunity as well. And you come away from the seminar knowing how to practice Reiki on yourself and other people, as well as really understanding the meaning behind the symbols used. There's actually only a few symbols in Reiki, and you come away from the seminar really understanding what the meaning behind those symbols is and what Usui Sensei's intention was when he was creating them. And finally, what stands out for me is that there is this very practical side to it, and yet there is also the opportunity within it for personal and spiritual growth. So those are just a few of the reasons why I love Jikiden Reiki. And I invite you now to take a look around the site. There should be a few more videos coming, so have a look and see if they're around. And if you have any questions at all, please feel free to email me. My email address should be down at the bottom of this page. And I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day.